conspiracy theories and stuff like that. I'm a person that I think there's many. But I got a good one for you. It involves the Kennedy assassination. Now, this is like one of those stories that there's so many theories coming out over the years. But I'm going to present one to you now that maybe you haven't heard. Look at Lee Harvey Oswald. What kind of man was he? Well, he certainly didn't like the American way of life. More communist, if anything. And he really hated the Kennedys, you would imagine. They represented like everything wrong in his mind with America, you know? You know, the powerful looking down upon the, the masses, that type thing. But what happened? What happened during the Kennedy presidency that could have really set him off? Because you hear theories. It was Cuba, they were pissed off. Even the mafia was mad at Kennedy. There's so many theories. But I've always believed that it was Oswald. He did act alone. But what were his motives? How about this? August 5th, 1962. Marilyn Monroe was found dead. Now remember, Oswald, and she was, familiar with the Kennedys. They were going out, at least she was going out with Robert, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, you can imagine, here's a guy, Oswald, who hates America. Must have hated the Kennedys, I would imagine. Now look, Marilyn Monroe's dead. She was down with them. You can see how that would piss him off and freak him out, maybe. Maybe something like that pushed him over the edge. Now you could say that's ridiculous. But if you look through history, a lot of these nut jobs, they seem to focus on somebody. Like, what was his name? Hinckley? He had a thing for Jodie Foster. She was an actress. He wanted to prove something to her or whatever. Chapman that shot Lennon. They're just nut jobs, man. They focus on somebody famous, you know? But think about that. Lee Harvey Oswald. What if Marilyn Monroe's dying? And it was a suspicious death. It wasn't like, she was killed in a car wreck or, somebody witnessed her dying. It was like, mysterious death. What if in his mind he always blamed the Kennedys? And then on November 22nd, 1963, he exacted his revenge. There is one more interesting part to this story. That, interestingly enough, when they did catch up with him finally, I think during the day he shot a cop who spotted him on the street. But anyway, when they finally caught up to Lee Harvey Oswald, he was sitting inside a movie theater. And I looked on the internet. I could not find what movies were playing in that theater when he was sitting there watching the movie. But just imagine if it was like one of Marilyn Monroe's last films or something. You could picture him sitting there watching the movie crying, as the cops are surrounding the building, coming in to get him. It's interesting, Did Lee Harvey Oswald kill the president because of Marilyn Monroe's death? I guess we'll never know that.